Hi guys, it's Mrs. Santiago here. Today we're going to review direct object pronouns, DOPs. We originally learned the DOPs when we worked on the food unit. Think of the sentence below in English. Mice eat cheese. Do you see the direct object line? The direct object line separates the verb from the direct object. Let's talk a little bit more about that. So what is the direct object? Well, if you notice, I've put a picture of Dora there. I like to remember, think Dora. The direct object receives the action. That will help me find it in the sentence. Look at the sentence in English. She opens the gift. Ask yourself, what does she open? Whatever she's opening is the thing receiving the action. She opens the gift. The gift is the direct object because it receives the action of opening. Well, what happens if I don't want to keep saying the word the gift? She buys the gift, they wrap the gift, she receives the gift, she opens the gift. You can see we're tired of saying the gift. So we're going to replace the direct object that receives the action with the direct object pronoun. What does she open? She opens the gift. Well, in English, there are only two direct object pronouns, it for singular items and them for plural. What would we replace the gift with? It or them? In English, we would replace it with it. We would say she opens it, she buys it. Okay, then we don't have to keep saying the gift. Now let's look at the same thing but in Spanish. In Spanish, the sentence becomes, ella abre el regalo. We don't want to keep saying el regalo. That's the D-O-R-A, the Dora, the direct object that receives the action. We want to replace it and say she opens it. In Spanish, there are four options: lo, la, las, and los. You have to look at the word. It would become ella lo abre. El regalo is masculine singular, so we have to take the masculine singular option. It becomes ella lo abre. Did you notice a change? The lo has jumped to the middle of the sentence before the verb. It's not ella abre lo, it's ella lo abre. So we have to move our DOP in front of the verb. Step 1, though, is to practice figuring out what does that word become? Which direct object pronoun does it take? So let's practice with el bizcocho. We have four options in Spanish: lo, la, las, and los. Which one should we choose? To choose the right one, we're going to look at the definite article and the ending of the word. From the O, I can tell this is masculine. The L also helps us know it's masculine singular. Masculine singular would be lo. When you look at the four options, what does lo, la, las, and los remind you of? That's right, the definite articles. But L has been replaced with lo. So when you look at a word, look at the definite article. Take the definite article and use it as the DOP, unless it's L. L becomes lo. Let's practice a few more. La torta. Is it lo, la, las, or los? La torta would become las. Muy bien. El ponche. Lo, la, las, or los? El ponche becomes lo. Los globos. Lo, la, las, or los? Look at the definite article. To say them, we would use los. Los entremeses. Is that lo, la, las, or los? Look at the definite article. To say them, we would say los. La música. Lo, la, las, or los. Again, look at the definite article. To say it, we would say la, feminine singular. Las flores. Lo, la, las, or los. Look at the definite article. Las. To say them, referring back to the flowers, you would say las. Los fuegos artificiales. Lo, la, las, or los. Look at the definite article. Los. To say them to replace the fireworks, you would say los. Los replaces los fuegos artificiales. La tarjeta. Lo, la, las, or los. To replace la tarjeta, look at the definite article. It would become la for it. Step 2. Now let's advance a little. In the sentence, Oscar bebe el agua, which is in a light purple, is the direct object. It's receiving the action of beber. So el agua is the Dora. We want to replace it with the direct object pronoun. So you have to decide, is it lo, la, las, or los, and move it in front of the verb. You might want to get out a piece of paper or say it orally to yourself. Oscar bebe el agua. It would become Oscar lo bebe. Don't forget to move your direct object pronoun in front of the verb. Let's try a few more. Manuel come las papitas. To change las papitas to the DOP, you have to change it and move it. Change and move. Manuel las come. Las papitas, feminine plural. Manuel eats them. Muy bien. Elena cocina las galletas. It would become Elena las cocina. Elena cooks them. Ellas decoran el árbol. It would become ellas lo decoran. The lo refers back to the árbol. They decorate it. Yo compré los regalos. It would become yo los compré. I bought them. Mi madre tiene los bizcochitos. It would become mi madre los tiene. Yum, yum. Nosotros no tenemos el refresco. Now I put a negative here because I don't want you to get concerned when there is a negative. Where do we place the DOP? Always in front of the verb. Nosotros no tenemos el refresco would become Nosotros no lo tenemos. We don't have it. Tatiana lleva el vestido elegante. She's ready for the quinceañera. That would become Tatiana lo lleva. El vestido elegante, the whole thing gets replaced with lo. Tatiana wears it, referring back to the dress. Yo como los pasteles. You know pasteles are a Latin American dish that's eaten at holidays. It's like a tamale. Yo como los pasteles would become yo los como. How did you do? Grade yourself on the scale from 0 a 5. 0, yo no entiendo. Número 1, necesito más instrucción. Número 2, necesito más práctica. Número 3, entiendo un poco. Número 4, yo entiendo bien. And número 5, yo entiendo completo. I hope that this video has helped you practice with the DOPs and related them to the celebrations vocabulary. Gracias, gracias, gracias. Thanks for tuning in.